Hello everyone, my name is Morcy Anderson and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss the best ways to set goals and find happiness. A lot of times society leads us to believe that those things outside of us are where we find our happiness. But the things outside of us are fleeting. They're constantly changing. And if we continue to chase those things, then we cannot be stable within ourselves. We cannot feel secure within ourselves and trust ourselves. So I would like to discuss internal versus external goals. This is a technique that I use when I'm feeling unfulfilled, when I need to change the metric system in which I judge myself, and so that I can have a clearer focus towards my own goals. So internal goals are goals that we feel within, that we find within. We change within, and we have the most control over it, if not ultimate control. Internal goals may not necessarily be seen by people all around us. They may be seen by close members of our family or maybe friends, but ultimately internal goals give us the most genuine fulfillment within our lives. One example of an internal goal is our personal growth. Our personal growth is a lifelong process. This would include gaining a new skill, maybe playing the guitar, learning to longboard, cooking. It also includes getting rid of unwanted habits. Maybe we want to wake up early every morning and go to bed a little bit early. Maybe we want to quit our bad habit of smoking or drinking too much coffee every day. Whatever that is, personal growth includes getting rid of those unwanted habits. Personal growth includes anything that brings us closer to our desired goals rather than separating it from us. Now, these are goals where they maximize our potential and we begin to gain more self-knowledge. And when we have more self-knowledge, we have more self-love, we have more security, more trust, everything we need to be happy. Another example of an internal goal is our willingness to help others. Think about a time when you volunteered or when you use your time solely to help someone and not receive any monetary or material items in return. Think about how you felt. More than likely, it was a genuine feeling of gratitude, of joy, of fulfillment because you have helped someone. Naturally, we're all connected. The universe is within us. When we're helping each other, we're giving ourselves the opportunity to connect. We're giving ourselves the opportunity to help someone who may not be able to do something by themselves. It feels good to do something for others rather than always doing something for yourself. It gives you time to lay off the judgment of yourselves and release and relax and just go out and help. Another example of an internal goal is our relationships. The relationships we hold with our family, with our friends, with our colleagues. The people that we surround ourselves with really does determine the way we value ourselves. If we're hanging around people who are constantly trying to compete with us, constantly trying to crawl all over us to make it to the top, that's going to reflect how we see ourselves. We are going to judge ourselves as inferior and superior to others, and that separates us from each other, and it separates us from even reaching our goal. Our relationships build a foundation of trust, a foundation of security and acceptance. When we have healthy relationships within our life, that is when we feel that true fulfillment, that true happiness. So when we think about our internal goals should be our priority. And internal goals are personal growth, our willingness to help others, and the relationships that we hold. Next are external goals. These are the goals that we find outside of ourselves. These are the goals that we don't have much control over. They come secondary to our internal goals. So, for example, one example of an external goal is money. Money is simply a medium of exchange. It's used to receive goods and services. The more we have, the more options we have. But that does not necessarily mean the amount of money in our bank account equates to our personal value. And that's when an external goal can be debilitating when it's a priority rather than seen as something secondary. Another example of an external goal is our status. And our status is used to compare ourselves to others. And this may be in the form of education, like receiving a high school diploma, our bachelor's degree, master's degree, or doctorate degree. Or in a social way, maybe we're a celebrity, maybe we're a well-known, wealthy person. These are all things that are used to compare to each other. And the last example of an external goal is our image, the way we may appear to others. And when we do things or say things that are only to be accepted by others, we lose touch with who we are. We aren't being authentically ourselves. We aren't expressing who we are in a way that brings fulfillment to our lives, that does justice to who we are. It's natural to want to be accepted and by others, but when we look at image as a way to be accepted, no matter who the group of people are or who the person is, that is when we fall into a habit of unhappiness, because we haven't found our tribe. We haven't been ourself authentically 100% in order to find that tribe. So in summary, our external goals are money, status, and image. Now, when we look at external versus internal goals and we compare it to our happiness level, it's important to understand that when we focus on our internal goals, we raise our vibration. When we focus on our personal growth, helping others in relationships that brings that genuine fulfillment, our vibration is raised. And what follows is there's those external goals. We bring about those external goals to match that same level. But it doesn't happen vice versa when we are chasing that money, status, and image. Naturally, we're not gonna feel that genuine fulfillment. Having a lot of money, it doesn't mean that you're fully fulfilled. When you have the money, when you have those external goals first, you're still the same person inside, you know? So it's important to really focus on those internal goals. When we prioritize our external goals over our internal goals, we don't raise to the same vibration as we would when our internal goals are a priority, because we're chasing our money and status and image for the acceptance of others rather than the acceptance of ourselves. So when it comes to goal setting, think about, why are you thinking the way you think? Why is this goal what you want? The more you contemplate and the more you allow these ideas and concepts to marinate in your head, it's much easier to find your purpose, to find your passion. It's much easier to determine the way you express, the way that you want to help others, the way you want to depict and show your passion. I hope that today's video helped bring you closer and give you a clear idea of what will resonate with you. My name is Morsi. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace.